Another action-packed night of hoops was on full display Saturday night. We had comebacks, clutch shots, and even one of the most iconic photos in sports history being recreated. We've got no time to waste, so let's get into it. Starting off with college hoops, we had two spots in the Final Four on the line tonight, starting with Florida and Texas Tech. This matchup saw both teams trade bucket after bucket throughout the first half. Florida would take a 3-point lead going into the break, and the second half started off the same way. Tech would then decide to go on an insane run, which saw them go up by as much as 10. The Red Raiders were in full control and held a 9-point lead with under 3 minutes remaining. The Gators had no answer for the dual threat of JT Toppin and Darian Williams. The two players each hit the 20-point threshold, seemingly getting anything they wanted. However, their one Achilles heel this game proved detrimental, and that was their free throw shooting. Both of these two stars missed their 1-and-1s when they mattered most, especially Toppin, who went 0-5 from the stripe tonight. This opened the door for the Gators to get back into the game, and they did just that. Florida would erupt for a 15-4 run, including 4 threes combined by Thomas Haw and Walter Clayton Jr. Speaking of Clayton Jr., can we take a second to talk about this man? This guy is something else. He dropped 28 points, including this three to give the Gators the lead with a minute left. The confidence to not only take this shot, but to make it too. While I definitely have my complaints with the transfer portal, it's instances like these where I'm grateful for it. Without it, I'm not sure if I, or many people for that matter, would have been able to witness what he pulled off last night. After taking the lead, the Gators wouldn't give it up, handing the Red Raiders a taste of their own medicine from the round prior. Florida's Todd Golden becomes the first head coach under 40 to lead his team to a Final Four since 2011. While the first game of the night was an instant classic, this one was anything but. Duke dominated this matchup from the jump, starting off with a Cooper Flag 3. The Devils led from this point on until the buzzer sounded, never trailing for even a second. 4 of their 5 starters reached the double-figure mark, and the team as a whole connected at over 50% of their shots. Duke's defense caused Alabama trouble all night, including star guard Marcus Sears. Sears, who hit 10 threes against BYU, went just 2-12 and 1 of 5 from 3 for 6 points. The Tide never had an answer for the Devil schemes and failed to hit 70 points for only the second time this season. The Tide only scored 65 points on 35.5% shooting from the field, giving them their worst outing all season. This is the same team who just scored 113 the game prior. Superstar Cooper Flag didn't even play his best game, and Duke still won the contest by 20 points. This is the Devils' 15th win in a row and their first Final Four since 2022. From one of the youngest teams in college basketball to one of the youngest teams in the NBA. While the Thunder have already clinched the 1 seed in the West, the team is still keeping the pedal to the metal. OKC defeated Indiana by a score of 132 to 111, with MVP candidate SGA putting up 33, 7, and 8. This is Shea's 47th game of the year, where he scored at least 30 points. The Thunder are 62-12, and while they do have a tough schedule coming up, there's a real possibility they could reach 70 wins. If they were to do this, they join the 96 Bulls and 16 Warriors as the only other teams to record 70 or more wins in a single season. In what can only be described as a nightmare for Philly fans, the Sixers were officially eliminated from the postseason in last night's loss to the Heat. After Maxi's rise to stardom and acquiring Paul George in the offseason, it seemed the Sixers were going to be a threat in the East. However, thanks to injuries to both Maxey and former MVP Joel Embiid, those aspirations were quickly derailed. With Philly being eliminated, the team will be forced to make some tough decisions this offseason. But look on the bright side, Philly fans. At least you guys have got the Super Bowl. Dallas pulled off a much-needed 1-point win against the Bulls, keeping them in a play-in spot. The Mavs are now 4-0 this season when Anthony Davis plays, which makes it even more painful that Kyrie is out the rest of the year. This duo truly has potential to become something special, and I really feel like the Mavs could have made some noise in the postseason had they been healthy. On the other side of the AD trade, we see Luka continuing to dominate with his new team. In last night's win, he along with teammates LeBron and Austin Reeves became the first trio to record 25, 5, and 5 with 2 threes made. The Lakers would win this game by 7 and now sit just a game and a half behind the Nuggets for the 3 seed. The Grizzlies, on the other hand, are still looking for their first win following the fire of Taylor Jenkins, a decision that still scratches the heads of many. That pretty much wraps up Saturday night on the hardwood. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Let me know what you guys are feeling down in the comments below. Thanks for watching as always, and until next time, peace.